I've never had that happen before. But welcome to the extravaganza, everybody. I have no idea why my live countdown decided it didn't like us, but that's okay.
What
So
happened?
Happy
here,
holidays.
here we are. This guy's the perpetrator of this whole thing. This is Bryan from Blue Creek Knives. And
Happy holidays,
Bryan.
everyone.
JB, Big Red, there he is. EDC right over there. And of course, Knives Fast. And you got to do it to my channel. So we'll say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Login TV. And let's get started. We got to do that. And Bryan, what in the heck are we doing here?
Yeah, so I was coming up on 1,000 orders. So I started my shop in April. And I think I had like 2 or 3 orders in April. And about 3 weeks ago, I hit 1,000.
That's amazing.
And we just blew past it, right? I think we're up to like 1,400 now since I opened it. It's been amazing, and I just wanted to thank everyone in the chat. You two,
Awesome.
my friend Tim B. There's a lot of people I owe thanks to, but
I'm sure. Yeah.
I wanted to do something to kind of give back, and so what I did is I started with a crazy idea. I reached out to Andy at Rosecraft, and I was like, "Hey, if I bought a lot of knives off you, a lot, like a package, do you think the designers would sign them?" And he said, "Absolutely." So I started off with that, and I bought, I don't know, outside of my normal inventory, I bought 6 knives with the purpose of giving them away. So they signed them.
That's awesome.
Here you have Andy Armstrong on the this is the skink. Then you have Swags signed the black box and with a black Sharpie.
Look at that, guys.
There it is. There it is.
Black Sharpie. Yep. You can see it.
This is the Mormalia in red and black.
Awesome.
And then they're all in here signed.
Well, real quick, Bryan, not to cut you off, we'll come right back to that, and we'll let you go through everything. But I think we'd be remiss, JB, if we didn't say hello to some folks in the chat. So why don't you?
I'm typing away, dude.
Why don't you? Well, since you've been doing that, I'm calling on you to tell us who you're talking with. So,
my goodness! I mean, everybody's here. Will L, Mike Curtis, Moose Duty, Richard Kasner, Matt Harvey, Mike Creature, David Iverson, Kurt Eisen, Laura Gillespie, O-Tip, Mike Reese, Todd Carr, Blades with Bill. Oh,
there you go.
Who else? Stacy's here.
Lots of them. Yes, Stacy.
And Rusty.
Laura Gillespie,
everybody's here.
Every time I say Moose Duty, I feel like I ought to chuckle when I say it. I don't know why. I love that guy. He's always in here, and I love it. So there's Dwayne Letterman as well. My name's Bill. Everybody's showing up. Very, very cool. We're up to 53 people already. How about that? Yeah, and guys, if you're at home, we can't see you, but you better have a festive hat or something on. Bryan and I even got lights back here. I'm just kidding. You don't have to do any of that at home if you don't want to, but I just think it's funny. And look at that mug, man. Oh yeah.
They're already Santa JB's already getting requests for Christmas, so
Santa JB, that's good.
Yeah. Hey, I can tell you what, guys, just hang around because there's going to be a lot of we're doing a giveaway tonight. There's going to be a lot of giveaways. They're secret. So just watch the channel. There's going to be a lot of them. It's December. Yep. It's the time for giving.
I agree.
That's what I do. So just keep watching.
And as of this moment, we are 75 subs away from me triggering a couple of giveaways. So
wow.
So 75 subs away from 7. So we'll see. That Bluefish Runtley really wants to stay here. It's told me that probably 50 times. It keeps saying, "No, KC, you got to keep me." And I said, nope. Spencer gave it to be given away. So there's Tim S. I saw him. Mike Curtis, Justin Brown. It is actually, if you did not enter, it is actually closed now. So Bryan, you want to speak to that? We're being asked how to enter.
Okay. Well, it's been on my website for a month.
3 or 4, a month easily.
Yeah. So I had to close it today at noon. I didn't want a bunch of people signing up real quick in the chat. We've been talking about this for a while. So,
yep.
There'll be plenty of giveaways.
Yep, there will be. So yeah, I just wanted to be clear since there was a couple people asking there. So very cool. So Bryan, I don't know, you want to do this in like segments, like do kind of explain one whole package and then do the giveaway and then move on from there? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, so we're actually going to draw, I'm going to draw 3 winners tonight. Yep. And the first one that pops up, so I'm not sure if it's top down or left to right, how it's going to pop up, but I'm going to draw 3 winners and then all 3 will pop up at the same time. So the one at the top or the one on the far left will be the grand prize winner. And the second place winner is going to get,
thanks for doing that, Stacy. She's been doing it, talking about your giveaway in every live stream. So
I know, and I sincerely appreciate it. The runner up is going to get this. It's sealed, so I'm not going to open it, but it's a Vosteed raccoon. So that's the second place giveaway, and then you're also going to get second. This is the first runner up. This package right here, the Vosteed raccoon, and the Flex Fit hat. The third place winner is going to get a $50 gift card to my shop. And
you can use one of the and you can get a $60 knife probably or close to it with a code over here. So there you go.
I know some guys with some codes.
Yeah,
but
who that?
The grand prize is.
I kind of didn't do good math there, did I? No. Anyway.
We've got a Rosecraft Alenta. We've got a CGRB Mormalia. We've got a Tempest knife pinion.
Woo!
We've got a Swags signed box with the Sully Pocket Monster in it. We've got a Finch Harvester, courtesy of JB. He pitched in and added to the giveaway. We've got a Spartan Blades Aster, courtesy of Spartan Blades. They sent this over
awesome.
to me at no charge when they heard about it. We've got an Andy Armstrong signed box Skink. We've got a Hawkins Rose signed box Lil Chonk. This one I'm really excited about. This is I'm excited about all of them, but I'm gonna open it up because it's pretty sweet. I don't think anybody's seen it yet.
Ooh, what do you got?
We don't know.
Ooh! Wow! Wow!
It is a custom case sodbuster.
That's what I was gonna say. So you told me about it. This is the guy that does the special covers on it.
Can you bigify him? Casey?
Yeah, I can do that.
I want to see that thing.
Bigify.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah. So this it's extra thick. We were going to call it the Beefy Buster because of how thick it is. I mean, look, that's a thick sod buster. It's from it's like a camo micarta. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
But it's from Box Creek Knife Company. There's a lot of creeks and mountains and streams in this business. Yeah. So, and then we've got
that's funny, Grom. Grom wants to know where to get a pinion.
So the grand prize winner.
Somebody's definitely going to be happy with that. Look at that, guys.
The grand prize winner.
That's the grand prize?
Yep.
Well, and there's other stuff with the grand prize.
Yeah, he wasn't done yet.
That's just the knives with the grand prize. Man, this Santa hat is hot, and I'm drinking.
Yeah, coffee. It is. Yeah, it is. I agree.
Are we showing colorful? JB, are we showing Christmas pinions? There you go. There's a greenish blue one and a red one. Yeah. There you go.
So those are all the knives. Those are all the knives in the grand prize.
That's awesome.
This is the runner-up, the Vosteed raccoon and the hats.
Yeah.
Everybody likes that case, man. Lots of comments. Yeah,
I do too. I really like
a knife
it.
pile. Yep, absolutely.
So Also going in the grand prize, the Rosecraft hat, the Jack Wolf Knives hat, which it's a Richardson 112 snapback, which this is one of my favorite hats. You get a Spartan Blades hat that they sent over, and you get a Finch knife hat that they sent over.
Oh, look at that.
And
okay, now I'm regretting not entering.
But wait, there's more. I'll just keep saying that.
You get these 2 sweet leather coasters from Pop Off Leather.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
You get Northwoods leather slip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is that specific to a knife, or is it just
No, it's just it'll fit pretty much any slip joint. I've got several of them. I really like them. It's a big old box of swag.
It may not fit that beefy buster.
Yeah. So my friend Jack makes these resin crystal skulls, and I just love them. I've got several in my office, and they're up on my shelf, and
it's big.
It's
very
big.
Cool.
I wanted to tap the bottom of it and use it as a shifter in my truck. You get some Alicord, paracord ball tappers, keychains, lanyards. This one is from her. You get Finch sent over this travel knife pouch.
Very cool.
Yeah. And then
all right, have we been on this grand prize for like the last?
Yeah, this is still the grand prize.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this off. I'm burning up.
Oof. Sorry, JB. We closed entries at noon today. You can't get in. I'm sorry.
You get a bunch of stickers from the community. We've got Devo knives. We've got Bluminati Ninja. We've got Spartan Blades, Rosecraft, Big Red EDC, Jersey Knife Guy. We got all sorts of stickers.
I didn't hear Knives Fast.
There's Knives.
Okay.
There's a Knives Fast sticker in there.
I sent you stickers, I think. Thought I did.
You get a Spartan Blades t-shirt. You get a Jack Wolf knife
hat. Great day.
The beanie.
Are you shipping this on like a flatbed trailer?
I wouldn't want to ship this either. I was just thinking that.
No, Tim. No. I'm all good. You know, I don't enter giveaways. I do giveaways. That's what we do here.
You get a Lancelot leather slip.
Dang.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hold that back up again.
Okay, Tim, if you win, I want that. No.
Okay, yes. That's really I love that.
Oh yeah.
That is cool.
So I tried to include as many people from the community as I could in this. We got Lancelot, we've got Northwoods, we've got Finch, JB donated the Harvester. We're doing this on your channel. We've got Alicord paracord in there. We've got some Blue Creek swag packs, and of course the pièce de résistance is the baseball card.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I want to.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay, finish first. Finish first.
Cut him off. He's not done.
Finish.
Tim B donated the SOG Flash AT. It was underneath a t-shirt. I apologize to Tim. I didn't include it in the knife bundle.
So now that stack's got like this now.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 knives.
Woo!
Good Lord.
All right.
For the grand prize.
Crazy. My goodness. So guys, I got to chew the gum. Yes, if you win, you have to chew the gum, but at your own risk. Bryan, guys, if you haven't figured this out, when Bryan came to the table, he and I started talking, and I made the comment, and Bryan probably remembers this, just slip into a live sometime and see what we do and have a little fun and be a part of the community. And I would say, JB, I think the best way to say it is you usually say somebody jumped in with both feet. I think Bryan jumped in with 10 feet. And just has been a huge part of this community.
Yeah, it was pretty much a stage dive. Yeah.
So and so I think JB, I mean, look, the guy donated a daggone Sabinza to my whatever giveaway that was, 5,000, and now look at this. So we shouldn't be surprised. This is the kind of guy Bryan is, and that's just why it's easy to support you, man. It's really cool.
Well,
So
you know, like I said earlier, like you guys, everyone in the chat, Tim B, there's a lot of people that I owe thanks to. So I'm just trying to give a little of it back because it's Christmas.
yeah, he's basically, you're right, David. Who is it that said that? Set for life. I don't remember. I missed it now. It jumped off the screen. But yeah, you basically are getting a knife collection if you win the grand prize. So
yeah.
And then and then the second prize is a Vosteed raccoon and a hat. And third prize is a $50 Blue Creek gift card. So hello. Very, very cool. Yeah. And definitely we give you credit, Tim. Tim's the one that brought Bryan and I together for sure. And
Tim and I met, I think probably in April, right when I launched my shop, because I was on Reddit every single day. And like I said, April, when we launched April 22nd is when my site went live. And I was on Reddit every day. I mean, I was hustling for every single customer, and Tim B helped me out a ton and welcomed me with open arms onto Reddit and then introduced me to you guys. So I am forever grateful, my friend.
I love the comments right now.
There's not a Pelican case in there. I do love Pelican cases though.
Daily Knife, I'm sorry to tell you, but if you haven't gone to Blue Creek Knives and entered, it closed at noon today. We've been talking about it for a month. So.
Hey, okay, all right. Somebody asked.
Okay.
The winner, the grand prize winner, get their information. I will send them a Pelican style case for the collection.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Cool. Look at that, guys. The pot
you're
just
giving
got
them a collection. They're going to need somewhere to store.
The pots got sweetened.
So the grand prize winner, I will send a Pelican style. Okay, let me style.
Yeah, he did say style.
Pelican style case.
Which is still great.
Yeah.
These are Pelican style. What are they called?
Real Pelicans are
the Harbor Freight. The Harbor Freight ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even know what this is.
It's a case.
Yeah. So
right. So how you want to do this? I can share the screen and
share my screen.
All right, let's take this down first. Guys, so Bryan's doing the drawing. It's Bryan's giveaway. And Bryan's going to take it from here. Let's see what we got.
All right. So there's 463 people entered.
Very nice.
So, wow.
Yeah. So your odds are pretty good.
Yeah.
We're going to do winners, and we're going to do a live draw. We're going to do 3 winners.
And it's going to stack them so you know which one's first.
Yeah, so I haven't done a live one before. I've drawn my own so I haven't done a live one before because I think I would ruin the integrity if I practice this,
right. I agree.
So
yeah,
it's either going to come up one of 2 ways. It's going to come up 1, 2, 3, and that'll be the order of the giveaway. Okay,
right.
Or it's going to come left to right, and then we read left to right. So that'll be the win.
Yep.
Okay.
Roger that.
Yeah, I agree, Alice. Those cases are good cases. They really are.
All right.
You
guys ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Here we go, guys. 10 seconds.
Oh, 9, we got a countdown.
8.
Oh, they're
7. We're 6. Good luck, everyone. Very good, old sharp. Old fart with sharp things. 2, 1.
Okay.
Bam. Here we go. All right, it gave us a 1, 2, 3. So very cool.
All right.
Go for it, Bryan. Who we got?
So the first place winner is David. And there's more on the back end from this. So David C from Weatherford, Texas is the grand prize winner.
Nice. Congratulations,
David C.
David, if you're in the chat, please shout out and let us know you're here.
And you don't have to be present to win.
No, I know. I would like to congratulate him. That's all.
And then Jose M from Cathedral City, California is the runner-up.
Are you here, Jose M? Okay.
And
next.
then so the third place is Spencer S from Florence, Kentucky. So
awesome. Congrats.
We got Texas, California, and Florence, Kentucky. Florence, y'all. Have you ever driven through there? They got that big water tower. It says Florence, y'all on it.
Oh, does it? Okay, no, I haven't seen that. Florence, y'all.
That's a Midwest thing.
That's funny.
Yeah, if you drive through.
Yeah, so congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah.
How about that?
So, I was hoping they'd be in the chat, but the drawing kind of encompassed. I sent out multiple emails to my customers.
Correct.
I put it all over Instagram. So, yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, it looks like it was all guys.
Sharp AF says he's going to change his name to David C and move to Texas.
Yeah, I've got all their information. So I'll reach out. I don't think any of them are in the chat, but that would have been cool.
But congrats to all three. Very, very cool. That is awesome.
And can I put a caveat on there? I will definitely do the Pelican style case, but it might not be until Monday or the
right
first part of next week before we get back, because we're heading out of town. So.
Oh yeah, you're going to where are you going? Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Enchanted.
Yeah, I thought Bryan, with all the Christmas lights you and I have, JB would just want to come to our houses and see our Christmas lights.
I know.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Throw dice in my living room.
It's got to be just as good as Vegas. I identify as David C. Yeah, I'm sure everybody does right now. Oh, very, very good, Bryan. Thanks for doing that. That is awesome.
Yeah, I'm. Thank you guys all again. Everybody in the chat, everybody that signed up. I truly appreciate it. And I wouldn't obviously be at 14 or 1500 or whatever I'm at now in 8 months without you guys. So
thank you, Bluminati. You know what you get. There's your Daleka salute, my friend. I appreciate you doing that. Oh, nice. Wait, JB's reaching for something. Hang on. All right, there we go. Woo.
I've got mine, but it's still in the package. It's up on my special shelf with all my collectibles. It's with my sentimental pieces. So,
yep.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim B.
Very sure. And here's to the next 10,000 orders. Yep. Very cool, Beard of Doom. I shop you first, Bryan, says Rusty. Oops, I clicked on the wrong one.
I didn't thank the Beard of Doom on here, but he sent that. I posted a video yesterday. I was wrapping up in the shop and I got this late Amazon delivery. I opened it up. I was like, I don't remember ordering a cat coming out of a taco shirt. And because we get a lot of Amazon packages, and I opened it up and I was like, I remember he asked me for my shirt size the other day, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. So I appreciate it, my friend. That's awesome. I've made some awesome friends in this community, and I'm very humbled to be a part of it, and help bring you guys knives. So we'll keep hustling for you and try to keep doing it the right way.
Yeah, I think you've kind of got people energized with the Nerd Club too. I think there was a little bit of a hole there, and I think people really enjoy that kind of surprise thing. Although we did I was on one live stream last week where they were showing what they got in their box, and some people were like, I haven't opened mine yet. What are you doing? Like, we can't wait forever. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And somebody, the January box is going to be good. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that.
If you're not in on it, guys, get in on it.
Yeah. So we launched the box on Black Friday, which was $11.25. So the next box actually goes out on the 26th because of Christmas. It actually goes out on the 26th, so it should hit like January 1. It should be at everybody's house on January 1. And we launched the Max Nerd Club.
There you go.
Yep. We launched the Max Nerd Club, which there's only one other person that knows what's in that box, and his name is Tim B. But thank you for. And
Tim's already told me like 3 times. It's all good.
So I play this pretty close to the chest because I don't want like word getting out,
right.
Surprise for everyone. So they're both of the boxes are going to be epic. But the Max Nerd one, the first Max Nerd one, is going to be crazy. So I'm really excited about that. Anyways,
dude, that day, the first time it popped up, I saw somebody and say, "Hey, look, what was in my knife nerd?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to see."
And I started sharing all the unboxing videos, and somebody reached out and they're like, dude, and I was like, shit.
Not cool. Not cool.
I just purposely ignored social media until I got home.
Well, I did mine. I didn't unbox mine till 2 or 3 days later. Till I waited a day or two. Well, I was also out of town, so but yeah, it whatever. Everybody's asking Tim what's in the box now. Tim, don't you rat.
My consigliere there, he's tight-lipped.
Yeah,
not gonna tell.
Fine. He will not tell.
Tim don't say nothing.
Well, he says plenty about what the deal of the day is, but yeah,
well, yeah.
but no, he won't.
But
Tim has known many Tempest knifey things that he has not shared. So, yep. So,
did you guys want to talk about that thing we were talking about earlier, or wait?
Sure, go for it. We still got to work it out, but it's a great idea. So, yeah.
No,
see what everybody thinks.
You can do it.
Well, guys, it was actually Brian's idea though. So, but Bryan came up with this idea and approached JB and I about maybe doing a podcast. And so it sounds like it's going to be the Sharp Life podcast is kind of what we're going with as the name right now. And so I guess the great question is that something you guys would be interested in listening to these three knuckleheads? And
what it's and I approach this.
Go for it.
I approach this like, this is not going to be come shop at my store. This is not going to be come sub to my channel or buy opinion or, subscribe to BigRedEDC. This is going to be, three middle-aged white dudes talking about knives.
Yeah, we happen to have that in common for sure.
The majority is bald.
Yep.
So it'll be like
we can get JB to shave that off there. No, I don't think so.
It's going all by itself. I do not need anyone's help.
Very cool, Tim S.
Yeah, but it's going to be. It's just going to be.
Mike, changed his name. Look at that.
Oh,
the Knife Inquisitor. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you, brother.
We're just going to talk about knives and where our love of knives came from and why they're so significant in our lives. And yes, thank you, Keith the Knife Freak. Larry, Curly, and Mo presents. But
I'll be Curly. What the heck?
We're going to talk about where our love of knives came from and what the community means, and we might delve into some more personal topics. I don't know. We're just gonna pilot it and just see where it goes. We all already have the cameras and the microphones and everything. I guess you don't need a camera for a podcast, but we're just gonna see where it goes, and it'll be a little bit more scripted than a live. We'll have an idea of what we're going to talk about, but
we can talk about button locks and things like that.
We could talk about slip joints, button locks.
We could.
We might delve into some history. Yeah.
And every once in a while, everybody knows this. If they listen to KF Live, JB doesn't do this very often, but he'll do it every once, probably twice a year. I might do it twice a month. I go on these little soapbox moments in the middle of my live stream.
What?
For example, I think we should talk. One of the very first ones should be on the positive side. How many options are out there right now if you're a knife nerd? And I think it's funny at how polarizing that is. The people that only like budget knives really don't want to talk about anything that's not budget. And the people that are bougie knife lovers don't really want to talk about the budget knives. And people that like slip joints don't want to talk about locking knives. And people that like locking knives don't want to talk about slip joints. And I think I actually turn that around and I say, what do I say, JB? I say all the time, I answer this over and over again. That's why they make something for everyone. And I think that's the biggest positive in the knife in the knife industry right now, is there's something for everyone.
And I don't knife shame. I I primarily sell budget knives, you know, because, well, I don't have the capital to spend 10 grand on Chris Reeve every time they drop and wait a year for them to arrive, because that's it. Oh, there's a waiting list for the dealers to wait a year to get. Don't get me wrong, I love Chris Reeve, but there's some of the processes on these higher end American dealers or manufacturers is nuts. But this is my favorite knife right now. It's the I showed it the other day. It's the Case Loom Fixer. It's from 1974, and it's for being from 1974.
Okay, what's the background on the Loom Fixer?
So I did some research on it.
Yeah, and I knew you did. You wouldn't have bought it without doing that research. So go for it.
I can't find a substantial answer to it. I cannot.
So it's got to do so. It has to be some sort of a textile or sewing, and they're fixing a loom. You know, like a. I don't know. Anybody know that?
So don't worry, we're gonna do our due diligence for this podcast. I'll know all about it by then. Well, no, they stopped making this in the late 70s.
Oh wow, okay.
Which the textile industry sort of died somewhere around there.
Usually the blade forms is good for random facts on knives, but I couldn't. I mean, this is kind of like a rope knife, right? I mean, that's the traditional pattern of a rope knife with the canted blade, or not the canted, but the angled blade, and for drawing across rope. And then it's got this pin blade, but it's for pruning daisies. Yeah,
is it really? Is that right, Kevin Campbell? I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm an avid gardener too.
Yeah, so old fart. That's where I'm at, and there are some people, and I'm not it's happened from time to time, and it's not one specific person. There's people who try to knife shame in my chat, meaning they'll go, "Well, I don't like, expensive knives. Why do you talk about them?" And I'm like, I talk about all knives. That's why they make something for everyone. Watch my next video; it'll probably be about a budget knife.
Something like.
Earlier today, I was carrying a Bark River. I was carrying an axial fixed blade. I switched it up halfway through the day. This I've been carrying all day because I love it. I got a Vero, I got a Case, and I got this ridiculous monstrosity.
You love the Yo Jumbo.
It's big, man. I got it on the Spider Coast scratch and dent sale, and
carrying that guy today
for like $100, and I can't find anything wrong with it. So
JB,
it's a little stiff.
Bryan, was it you and I that were talking about this, or was it me and no? It was me and Ben. It was Ben and I. What in the world happened to Spyderco? So I've always looked at Spyderco as the Apple of the knife industry, meaning they have a fixed price, and you never see that knife at anything other than that fixed price. And on Black Friday, their prices went all over the place. I mean, all of a sudden, I think they told dealers. Bryan, can you share any inside baseball with us? I don't know, but that was crazy.
So if you've noticed, which I'm sure you have, the prices of knives have steadily been increasing. I mean, I remember when you could get, some of these classic, like a PM2 or an Osborne or a Quintillion or anything like that. And for a reasonable price, and now the prices are crazy, and it's not the dealers racking these prices up. Like, our cost has gone up. I mean, a ton. It seems like every time I place an order, the cost has gone up.
Wow.
So that's getting passed on to the dealers, and that's getting passed on to the consumer, unfortunately. But and I think a lot of these bigger companies are like, well, we raised the price and they're not selling. I'm no economics professor, but so they were probably sitting on a lot of inventory.
That's what I was thinking. They were stocked up on inventory. We're like, we got to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just knives. It's
that's
everything.
just it. It's not just knives. The price of everything has gone.
Yeah.
And it just continues to go up. That's, I mean, it's just been steady.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I thought it kind of reminded me of like a Navy knife, but those I think had traditionally like a spike on it, right? For untying knots. But yeah, I don't know where the name Loom Fixer came from.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's got to be some history there, but Anyway, I just thought it was crazy to just see Spyderco just drop the bottom out of everything all of a sudden. I was like, wow, okay. Or Brian, you say wow for us real quick.
Wow.
See, that's how you say it right there.
Santa Claus. He's gonna come down your chimney. He's gonna terrify you.
And then he's gonna dance. No, just kidding. Oh gosh. The Mora 511 is the best $10 knife. Prove me wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Mora makes a great knife.
It's a sharp knife as long as you keep it clean and oiled. It's great. I have Moras. I have several of my kids have them. Yep, great knife. I don't know if I
actually ran into my first Mora that the blade steel.
Like?
I don't know. It's a Mora basic. It's the basic model.
Oh, the basic.
The blade steel just seems to be a little soft on it. First one, it surprised the holy crap out of me. Honestly, I was like, wow, okay. So I mean, Mora makes great knives, but they slip. Sometimes one slips through.
Everybody does.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So.
It doesn't matter where they're made, overseas or here. Every manufacturer. I mean, it's just the nature of it.
Brian, like I said, you have to keep that knife clean every time. You gotta oil it, and that's you have to. So, but I hear you. Which is kind of why when you get an Essie fixed blade, they're coated because they're trying to keep you guys from having so much trouble with them. But
there's a pretty good Pulp Fiction reference in the chat right now. Big Bore Knife and Gear wants to know where I carried the pocket watch.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What's up, Scott? Good to see you here, my friend. But that new Santa choose bubblegums. Okay. There's all kinds of good stuff going on in the chat.
Yeah.
Lizette and Mark would like to say, what's up, Red?
Yes, hello.
What's up, Red?
What's up, Red?
How many people are in the chat? I'm seeing some new names in there that
there's 74 in here, and
right. I'm guessing it took a nosedive after the giveaway was
announced. So Robert has a point. I mean, really, my dad had all kinds of knives, and not one of them was in a stainless steel. They were all high carbon.
Oh yeah,
and rusted if you didn't take care of them. So yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
it's we're all babied by having all these stainless steels out of here, and not having to worry about making sure we wipe it down, keep it clean. But yeah, I mean they had to, or they ended up with a big rusty mess.
You see so many of these old classic Barlows and pawn shops and antique shops and on eBay and everything that you're just like, man, that knife. My brother brought one to me the other day. It was like I think it was a Navy knife, but it had the bail on it. And he brought it to me, and I was like, God, it was a Camillus Navy knife. He brought it to me. He's like, so and so gave it to me for you to sharpen, and I was like, yeah, no problem. And I was like, man, this thing is so cool, but it has been there hadn't been a drop of oil put on that thing in 40 years. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's too bad.
Okay, so hold that knife back up. Your loom fixer. If it's a swayback. Pretty sure it's just a renamed swayback jack pattern from Case. Interesting. I don't think it's a swayback. Is it a swayback?
And I'm not. There's some people out there.
Hold your hand. Hold it flat so I can see that. Yeah, it does have. JB, you see a little bit there or not?
Yeah.
I don't know. It almost looks like to me it looks like a straight back almost.
Yeah.
It's not a swayback, but
I don't think it's a swayback.
Because it would be more upswept at this.
Yeah.
If it was a swayback, there's some Case nuts out there, and I'm not a Case nut. I just know what I like, and this thing is what I like.
Howdy, Tom. Everybody's having fun. Well, and see, this is what I'm saying. And then we get Aaron in the chat, and Aaron says he take carbon over stainless anytime. And that's again what I'm saying. There is plenty out there for whoever likes it.
Oh yeah.
Loom fixers, preferred knives which taper to a slender point. Okay, so what is a loom fixer, Mark? They're fixing a loom on like a knitting loom?
That's
Is that
kind
what
of
we're
what it
talking about?
sounds like to me.
Yeah, I've never run a loom. Well, it's
I think fixing. Wait, I think fixing refers to putting the pattern in place on the loom, like they're fixing. But I don't know what you do with the knife then, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I haven't fixed a loom since yesterday.
Cutting the yarn with it. Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah,
but I do remember somebody saying that referred to fixing, referred to putting, the pattern in it, the thread pattern.
Well, and I agree with you, Big Bore. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Big Bore makes a good point about that, and I have had so many people send me that new case with the cardinal on it. I don't know if you've seen that one out there. I forget the exact name of it.
Is it a shield, like a shield cardinal?
No, it's a. I think it's an acrylic.
Okay.
But I've had so many people send, and I really want one. I really do. But I tell you what, after my rust lock incident, I am so gun shy about buying case sight unseen that I just haven't ordered one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a case, and Patrick is his name, from Box Creek Knife. What he does with these, and so the Sodbuster, the big one's one of my favorite patterns of all time. Mm-hmm. But what he does is, because a Sodbuster doesn't come with a half stop, so he adds a half stop, right?
Nice.
And I don't know, somehow he improves the walk and talk. The back spacers are very well done, or the back spring, excuse me, is very well done, and it's beefy. Like, look how thick that is compared to a normal one.
JB, you're being asked by Pretty Fly what happened with your rust lock.
Yeah, what happened with that?
It's documented very properly on his channel, but
yeah, I have a whole playlist, but I got one. It came in a subscription box.
Yep.
It was terribly off center. The gapping was just, was
absolutely
horrible. The gapping was terrible. So I sent it to Case for warranty work. I got it back. The blade was slightly straighter, and nothing was done with the back springs.
Pretty pathetic.
It was, and unfortunately it was. And I'm not here to bash Case. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just relaying my experience, and that's just what's got me gun shy about it.
Well, I mean, part of being a consumer and a dealer is holding them accountable, right?
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
If they don't know,
exactly. And so
I'll tell you, one of the best, two of the best brands, three of the best brands that I work with.
Which, Bryan, how many is it? Come on, man.
No. So there's a lot of knife brands out there, and I have my selection's growing, but it's nowhere near some of the competitors. I'll tell you what, Finch, Spartan Blades, and Rosecraft are by far the easiest as a dealer to work with.
Right.
They take care of their dealers, and they in turn take care of their customers, which I love.
Yeah.
Rosecraft, any three of those, Spencer from Finch, Andy from Rosecraft, and Kim from Spartan Blades. If I have a customer that emails me with like, hey, there's an issue with this knife or that knife, I will send that email to them. Within 20, 30 minutes, I will have we're sending you a new one right out and a label to send the old one back. So
sorry, I'm still reading about knitting looms. Sorry. Mark's giving, we're getting all kinds of information here. I'm fascinated with this stuff. I don't know, Bryan, if you've seen it, but there's a guy named RJ's Knives here on YouTube. He does the live stream every Sunday, and every Sunday I learn something about a pattern.
I do too.
Tobias Gibson, TK, Thrifty Kniffy, RJ. I mean,
Knife Delights. Yeah.
Knife Delights. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Those guys, I mean, that's who I go watch if I got to, or that's why I've contacted Tobias several times saying, hey, man, I can't find much on this. Do you know anything? And he normally does.
See, this is great. This is great. We're getting all kinds of. I am fascinated by the loom fixer now. So makes sense. Very, very cool.
Sure.
I think we now have enough info on the lumen fixer. No, I'm just kidding.
Did anybody else get this Bridgeport?
I had it in for review, and I think JB.
I can't remember the name of it right now.
The 395.
That's the one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. It's a little small for me, so I did not
It is
get
small,
one.
but I'm normally a bigger knife guy, but this thing is really good. And I like the clip on there. It's got a milled clip on there. It's like a Cerakoted milled clip, which I like.
Old fart, I'll just say what I know JB's going to say. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys and your generosity back to us. JB and I have talked 100 times about how we both have been in places where we really needed this community to lift our spirits, and that's what you guys do every time you're in this chat and every time you comment on a video and everything else. JB, now you speak for yourself. Sorry.
Oh no, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Yep. I mean, it's, I'll be perfectly honest. There was a couple of months ago where I was contemplating where I was going to go, honestly. The way it was.
Yeah.
Indiana's a good spot.
Yeah. With the channel, I guess.
With the channel, yeah. I don't think he's moving.
And it's these guys. It's these guys right here that.
Yep.
They gave me my answer. So
yeah, Tom, if you give me a loom, I will definitely drop it on my keyboard. So yes,
it's definitely getting dropped. We'll move it with a forklift and drop it.
Yes.
But no,
there's Troy. Troy, we saw one of your really pretty slips earlier. Very cool.
Yeah, thank you for that. And he also, which I didn't show, but thank you. He also included a set of scales for a NAFS lander too. This is a huge box of stuff, but yeah, Troy, we showed your slip on earlier, and I appreciate it, my friend. I bought 2 or 3 from him in the last couple of months, and I kept one for myself because I really like them. But there's a lot of really good leather makers out there. Lancelot did a side cutter belt holster for me, which I'm like obsessed with today.
That looks awesome. I saw that. It looks like he made it with slightly thicker leather than he usually does.
He did, and it's wet form. And I would show you, but I'm wearing it right now.
It looks awesome, man.
I wore it all day, and but yeah, I mean, thankfully I haven't been in a position where I've had to lean on the community. So I just want to pay it forward because I know in my life, I have not always had my shit together. Believe me, most of my 20s and 30s, until I met my wife, my life was a hot mess. So
there you go. I say that all the time.
I'm very
not
thankful
about your wife, about mine, but anyway.
I'm very thankful for my wife and all my friends that I can lean on. But yeah, today I opened my mailbox and I got a card from one of the YouTubers that sent me some swag and a gift, and Iggy sent me a card the other day for Christmas.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it. It's so thoughtful.
Sure, Tom. Sure, Tom. You're asking my permission, but you're going to do it anyway. Am I right, JB? Just kidding. I worked in Indiana for years, says Kurt Eisen.
And Bryan, just to answer your other question, Tennessee, Northern Alabama, Northern Georgia, possibly
Virginia.
Yeah.
Probably not that far east.
Dang it.
Yeah, Tennessee's gorgeous. I love Tennessee.
I think they should have not given me a white cloth. I was wiping a blade down. I'm like, ew. Yeah, JB, this community would suffer a great loss without you. That is exactly right. So
I agree.
Yep.
So if you go anywhere, take your channel to Alabama or wherever.
Alabama.
It'll go. Oh, it'll go.
That's where Rich Kasner's from.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Mike Curtis is down there in Alabama.
Oh, yeah,
that's right. Alabama's great. So, yep, Tennessee is the best in the land. We've talked several times about moving to Tennessee. So, I love Tennessee. Love Tennessee.
That's definitely not a for sure thing.
Oh,
it's just it's a thing though. It's definitely a thing, but it's not a for sure thing.
Yeah.
Troy says, "Come to Wisconsin."
Wisconsin.
I have to. Troy, how do I? Help me say it.
Hey, Troy. No disrespect to Troy. I lived in Minnesota. We lived in Minnesota for 4 years. Minus 77 with wind chill. No freaking thank you.
Ooh.
No.
Yep. Is it Wisconsin?
Don't you mean Minnesota?
In Minnesota and Wisconsin?
That's where the goats are. They keep the goats up there in Minnesota. That's where they keep them.
Oh, goodness. So you sure you guys would listen to these guys for like 45 minutes to an hour? Are you sure?
Anytime I think, I don't know why, but anytime I think of Wisconsin, I think of Home Alone with John Candy's character from Home Alone, where he's the polka king of the Midwest or whatever. Yep. Oh man,
he was awesome in that role. He really, really was.
Yeah, and it was such a little small role, but man, anything John Candy touched.
Oh my gosh. Between that and I still laugh. I literally every time Planes, Trains, and Automobiles comes on, I have to watch part of it.
That's a great movie.
If you just want to laugh your butt off for no apparent reason, just those aren't pillows.
I tell you what, Tori, Montana. I would love to live in Montana, out in the middle of nowhere. It's just too cold.
It is cold.
We got 4 inches of snow here the other day, and I was like, no, I don't want.
We've had a few hits. Polka.
We've had a few hits. I remember that now. That's funny. Oh, wow. Is that right, Tim? John Candy shot all of his stuff for Home Alone in one 23-hour session. Wow. Yeah, he was known as a workhorse. He really was. He was in so many movies.
What was Steve Martin's job in Planes, Trains? Wasn't he or no, it was John Candy. He was a shower curtain ring salesman. Was it?
Yes, he was a shower curtain ring salesman.
Yeah.
Mike was born in Montana. That's cool.
Man, I really want to go out west when I retire, but
we were talking about this the other day. I've always, this is going to sound like the weirdest thing you've ever heard. Southern Utah or northern like New Mexico or somewhere.
Southern Utah is amazing.
Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
But I probably could never get my wife to move. So,
well, you could have probably 3 or 4 or 5 wives if you go to Utah.
That's good. That's good. For anyone Brian has offended in the chat, his views are not those of the Nice Dash channel. All right, thank you.
Oh, we're gonna get banned on some podcasts.
No, you're gonna get banned. Oh yeah. Well, it'll happen. We're 70s down there. Gee whiz,
before we ever get started.
It's in the low 30s here, so Arkansas weather is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Yep.
I blame my love of, I'm from California originally, but I think recently my drive to go out west when I retire is solely due to Yellowstone.
Really?
The show. I don't know if you guys are watching that, but it's.
I have not seen that.
My wife got me hooked on it. And I can't get into the prequels, but Yellowstone. Man, Kevin Costner is just such a bad MFer in that, dude. He is, and then Beth.
I love it. That's the beautiful scenery. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely amazing.
And then Beth Dutton. There's a scene where she goes into some shop to get her, and she just tears up that shop owner, and I was like, oh man, this is awesome.
Oh, sorry, my phone is blowing up again. Stop it. Leave me alone. All right. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, you can always tell when people have fun together. We definitely do. Everybody in here. It's really been in the 30s in Colorado all day. Of course it is. It's Colorado.
Yeah. We do have a lot of fun. And I was just thinking back to my first time on your live. I was so nervous.
My gosh.
I was so nervous. It's like when I talk to Ben from Jack Wolf, I don't know. There's just some people and stuff. Like I'm usually a pretty even keel guy. but for some reason, talking to Ben from Jack Wolf and being on your live for the first time, I was so nervous. I don't know why, but I feel like I've loosened up a little bit.
So not that I know of, Lizette and Mark. I don't think Rosecraft, I think is who you're referring to.
Yeah, they have not.
No, and I don't.
But their little River Skinner should be here any day, probably. Well, next week.
Little River Skinner.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Oh man, I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, exactly, Aberdeen. Ben and his fireplace of intimidation.
I don't know what it is about that guy. He just intimidates me. It's his beard and his fireplace and his I don't know.
Eugene, we already did the drawing, my friend. I'm sorry. So yes, it's too late to enter.
Oh, and Aberdeen or no, Old Fart. That will be a huge determination in where we end up, because
his wife.
If and when grandkids do come, I know where I'm gonna live, because Nellie's not gonna let me live anywhere else.
Yep.
So.
Yep, I agree. That's the same thing for me. Yeah, the drawing's already done, Matthew. Yep, the drawing has already been done. Very cool, yeah. Rusty. Rusty is liking the traditionals from Rosecraft.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you've never watched one of Lefty's first few videos, you should definitely go back and watch it. I agree, and I think you're Inquisitor.
What did he say?
He's just his first few videos. He's like a major overachiever that doesn't know what he's doing. And he just is like trying so hard. He's sitting on his couch, just kind of sitting like this on his couch, leaning forward, showing a knife. This is pretty fun. You got to go back and watch it. And he was also drinking at the time pretty heavily. So yeah, they're pretty interesting.
He's fun, man. We talk so much smack. It's like a daily thing. Like we just talk.
He smashes me at least 12 times a day, and I am not good with comebacks.
Yeah, I told him he would be a good fireman because
I'm the worst.
There was something I said the other day. I was like, I don't know, but
yeah, I've definitely
come out of his mouth.
Yeah, well, very true.
What do you say?
Very true. Never know what's going to come out.
You never know what's going to come out of his mouth.
Yep. No, that's why I like him. He's fun. He's fun to work with.
Trust me, I toned down the Submariner. The Submariner can come out.
I toned down the fireman for this.
There you go. So I mean, I know all
you are on the PG channel, so
exactly
we are.
I don't do it.
We'll have to decide on the. We'll have to decide on a rating for the podcast.
Hey, it was your idea. You're working on it. I'll take the rating. It's all good. Just I won't tell my wife.
But the reason I don't, it comes back to the community, because I have people that watch with their kids.
Right. Exactly.
And I think that's awesome. I think Jesse B from Hawaii, him and his kids watch the live streams. That's so freaking cool.
Tom, I didn't say they were, but I definitely wasn't like Captain Overachiever, which is what Kevin's first few videos.
Yeah, weren't your first few videos and you have like a full head of hair in yours?
Oh no, there's no hair. I've been without hair for 20 years. So no, there is a video on my channel with me with hair, from college that it pops up every once in a while and people love that video. So you'll have to go way back. I've had a YouTube channel for 14 years, maybe, or 15 years. 15 years, I think. I've had a YouTube channel. But I didn't start posting knife content till 7 years ago.
Well, it was about cars before then?
No, it's just a little bit of everything, whatever.
Okay.
There's the old videos I produced, old demo reels that I was in, a little bit of everything. Drum videos of my son when he used to drum, my oldest son. There's a little bit of everything on there. There's a video, Bryan. My most funny story. My most watched video is a video of me filming a friend of mine cutting a piece of PVC pipe with twine. It has almost 15,000 views.
Really?
Yeah. So, yes.
That's kind of intriguing. I didn't know you could do that. I would just have one of those little.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. At least here, we'll just have to do this now because there's no music on it or anything. So I know I can show. I made the mistake one time of showing one of my old videos that has some music on it. That wasn't brilliant. Yeah, but unfortunately, Bryan asked about playing some Christmas music to start this off.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that.
Man, they took all the fun out of it.
Yeah, well, they take the fun out of everything.
Am I even allowed to say the name of the band in the song?
Yeah, you can do that.
It's the Carol of the Bells by the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
They're pretty epic.
I was like, that would be the best like hype up song ever for the
Have you ever seen Trans-Siberian?
No,
I have not. I wish.
That is the best live show I have ever seen in my life.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Dream Theater is the best one I ever saw, but
I don't know. I've seen BB King and before he died, I saw Pearl Jam. I mean, those are tough ones to beat. But
this is gonna take a while. This is what happens when you have 2,000 videos.
Can you search by name?
First world YouTube.
Oh, that's a good point, JB. Daggone it. Why didn't I do that?
All right. Well, other people are chiming in saying that they are the best live. I'm gonna have to check them out.
Who is?
I mean, they were, and I mean, it was just, I mean, as far as everything, the music, the light show, the lasers, they do everything. It's crazy.
By the way, it's also the number one video. Oh, crud. It's also the number one video of when you search for cutting PVC pipe with twine. Really? So yeah, it's pretty sad.
Wait, Kurt Eisen said he saw Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jeff Beck in Louisville in '89.
Wow!
Wow! Very cool.
That would have been awesome.
All right, so let's see. There we go. All right, oops. Let's see. All right, here you go. You ready for this? It's me being crazy and my friend cutting. This is literally the whole video.
Thursday afternoon with Mr. Wizard. What are we doing, Mr. Wizard? Mr. Wizard.
Oh man, it's pausing. What are you doing to the internet?
I'm not even on it. He's going to cut a piece of PVC pipe with pink twine he got from where he usually ties
his hair. Oh, this is great. This is great.
His ponytail.
It just cuts right through it, Bryan. It's just going through. Oh, and now what happened? What'd you do, Trevor?
I'm not doing
Trevor.
It. My hands are here.
Ooh, Trevor. Rusty saw. Oh man, Rusty saw Grateful Dead in '89. I was supposed to go. My mom's kind of a hippie, or was. She was supposed to take me to a Grateful Dead concert, and then Jerry Garcia passed away. Man.
No. Anyway, you get the idea. It's not working. Whoops, it's not working very well. I think he's almost done.
It works pretty good.
Yeah, but it's looking a lot slower than it actually took.
Yeah, it was uploaded on a 14.4 modem shot with a potato. Apparently,
it was uploaded. It would have been like a Motorola MicroTAC or something. I don't know, something crap.
Yeah, Troy,
the best concert I've ever been to is Dream Theater, and I'm sorry. If you've never been to a Dream Theater concert, then don't talk to me about any other concert.
Northwoods Troy was saying Red Hot Chili Peppers in Vegas, bucket list for him. I saw
Dream Theater.
I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers at Assembly Hall in Bloomington. Assembly Hall.
30,000 people in the
if you're not from the Midwest, is where IU basketball plays. And Red Hot Chili Peppers played, I think, about 50% of the show completely naked. They weren't wearing any clothes.
Of course.
The entire band was naked, and they came out with the encore and Flea threw a chair across the stage in Assembly Hall where Bobby Knight did it back in the day. It was like, I was like, man, that show was amazing.
That's hilarious. A friend of mine was just in London and saw The Cure live. yesterday, and he was actually streaming it to me. Parts of because I used to love The Cure. So
I love The Cure, but I feel like their lives, at least the recordings of the live stuff I've heard, like he just doesn't sound all that good live. Maybe
Tom, see, this is why you and I have issues sometimes, because you don't even know who Dream Theater is. If you don't know who they are,
I don't either. I'll be honest with you. I
JB
don't know
does.
either.
So I will sit here with my friend JB and we'll talk about Dream Theater.
Are they like Captain and Tennille type?
No. What in the world is wrong with you? They are
more like the Osmonds.
Think Rush.
Okay.
But much more. It's called symphonic metal. Is what is the genre.
Okay. I can get on board with that.
Yeah. So it's usually no song less than 10 minutes long, and it just. There will be many different tempos in the song and many different octaves of sound, and it's truly masterful musicianship, in my opinion. I have to add that. Yeah, I grew up loving Rush, so Dream Theater was just the next step. When Rush stopped making new music, Dream Theater became my oh yeah, look, there's this.
Okay, I'll have to check him out. I still to this day,
absolutely freak show. Best drummer they've had two drummers. Their first drummer was actually my favorite, Mike Portnoy, but Mike Mangini is by far the fastest drummer anywhere.
Really?
Think Rush, but not good. You are wrong, Troy. Oh God!
So when I was in college, Bela Fleck and the Flecktones played at Purdue, and I had a knack for. So I was in the jazz band when I was at Purdue, so I knew all the ins and outs, all the stages and the theaters, and I would sneak into concerts regularly. And I saw Bela Fleck and the Flecktones.
Very cool. And I saw them once years ago.
Man, Victor Wooten on the bass she's just like mind blowing. And then Future Man, his brother that plays the I forget what they call it, but it's like a drum set guitar. And oh man, it is an incredible show.
Here's the thing, Troy. I am a Neil Peart-oholic.
Love ever Neil heard Peart. Of John Bonham? Yes,
I am. Listen, go just go find Mike Portnoy. Don't talk to me unless you've listened to his music. If you have and you think Neil Peart's better, then go. I'm happy with that. I'll be okay. But if you've never heard Mike Portnoy, go find some of his music. Same thing, Tom. Same thing.
Yeah. We got some people in here that like jazz. That like jazz and Bela Fleck. I grew up playing jazz, and I've always had a love for jazz, and something about Bela Fleck and the Flecktones, despite us sharing the same last name, we're not related. It's just like that perfect mixture of like jazz, classical, bluegrass. It's perfect.
Yep.
But I mean, just
there you go. This is why Freak Show and I get along. I didn't even know you liked that. So very, very, very cool.
But somebody was talking, I forget who it was, saying they saw Stevie Ray Vaughan
absolutely
live
Colton
with Jeff Beck, and I was like, that would be. I watched a YouTube video, I've seen it a million times, but of Stevie Ray Vaughan playing Voodoo Chile at like Austin City Limits, I think it was, and he had the most deadpan crowd ever, and they were just all kind of sitting there like, oh yeah, this is great. And it was like they had no idea that they were seeing like one of the best guitar performances of all time.
Troy, yeah, Yanni. No, that would be a yawner for me. But no, I listen to Rush. Listen, if you've ever heard my short videos, there's Rush music in there 2 or 3 times a week. I love Rush. I am not knocking Rush. Neil Peart is one of the best. But if you've not heard Mike Portnoy, just hear him and let me know what you think. That's all I'm saying. Phenomenal.
You remember in Wayne's World 2 when they were talking about Kenny G and they pan across and Garth is in the audience having his teeth drilled out by a dentist.
I do remember that actually. That's funny. Oh gosh. You're welcome, Ember. Primus, the summer they played on the entire Rush album. Wow.
Les Claypool, man, he is a beast.
I have a Jeff Beck and Eric Clapton DVD. Very cool. But yeah, I mean, I could talk about music.
Oh yeah, me too.
Forever. It was funny back in the day when I worked in TV. Well, I still work in TV, but when I worked in news, local news, the sports director and I became fast friends. I worked there for 26 years, and we were friends within a month. And he had already been there for 5 or 6 years when I got there. And somewhere in that 26-year run, probably only like 4 or 5 years in, I learned that he was a very heavy music lover. And so every day, no joke, for probably 20 years, we played stump each other with music trivia. So I would walk up to his desk every day when I got in, and I would come prepared with a music trivia question for him, and he'd come prepared with one for me. And
that's a fun game.
He won 90% of the time. Because his chops were way better than mine.
Live chat.
Better.
Try and stump us with music trivia.
You'll stump me, I'm sure.
We'll see.
Especially certain genres, you'll kill me.
That's what the best.
He loved 70s. He loved 70s music, and he would just kill me with all these obscure disco bands. And his favorite to kill me with, and he must have got me with it 4 or 5 times, was, I can't even remember the name of the band now, but there was a song called Grazing in the Grass in the 70s. He just, I don't know why, but he loved that song. I'm not going to sing it.
There you go.
I've heard that.
It was getting kind of hot. So.
My album collection is just over 1,000. Mike Curtis. Wow.
Yeah, Gorilla. That must have been the same tour that I was supposed to go with my mom to see. But I remember when the Deadheads were in town, because my mom took me to the grocery store, and they were all out back behind the Kroger going through the going through the dumpster.
No, I grew up in the disco era, and I am not a disco person in any way, shape, or form.
Gorilla was just there for the free nudity.
That's what he said. I'm like, what the heck?
So if you ever the Indy 500, if you've never been, speaking
I got
of free
the tune
nudity,
in my head, JB. Give me a minute.
My dad is a photographer, and he did something with helicopters for the Indy 500 for a long time. And so I went to a ton of Indy 500s at a very young age. And you want to talk about the snake pit back in the day. That was a lawless place. The Kenosha Kickers, polka hits. Polka, polka, polka.
Gosh, JB, I cannot remember. You got me.
I don't know the answer to.
Oh, you don't have the answer.
No, I know the answer. I know the answer to my question, but I don't know the
Jackie
answer.
Blue.
I've got the song in my head. I just can't get the.
I don't know the answer to Andrew's question.
What's a disco? What was Andrew's? What famous musician wrote the Eagles song "Take It Easy"?
Oh, I think I know the answer to that.
Gosh, this is terrible.
Ooh,
I think I know.
Mark Dodson, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
when I saw it,
Mark, very good. Ozark Mountain Daredevils, OMD.
Andrew, you're gonna have to help us. I think. Wait, Brian's something I got.
I know. I've drawn a blank on the name, but he played in Fleetwood Mac, and he wrote the Holiday Road song for the Vacation.
So not Mick Fleetwood.
And it's not Mick Fleetwood. It's the other guy. I can't remember his name.
Guy.
Oh,
Lindsey Buckingham. Yes,
yeah.
Is it Lindsey Buckingham that wrote that song?
I don't know. We'll see. Who is the real Slim Shady? Yeah, well, there you go, Freak Show.
You got to tell us the answer, Andrew.
You got come on back, Andrew. Come back at us, Andrew. You can't leave us hanging. Oh gosh.
Yes, Troy, I would agree. Shinedown is very good live.
Yep.
Yes, I agree. I enjoyed Shinedown quite
Jackson
a bit.
Brown wrote it?
No.
Really?
I would assume Demonoc is Googling at this point, so probably.
Oh, I would have had to. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, that kind of has a Jackson Brown feel to it if you think about it.
Rusty's got to go. See you, Rusty.
That's the #1 selling album of all time is Eagles' Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
Is it?
I believe so.
I thought it was Frampton Comes Alive.
That was the best-selling live album of all time, I think.
No, that might be. That very well could be true. True.
It's not Lindsey Buckingham.
Is
it Jackson Brown?
Everybody's saying Jackson Brown, so
okay.
You had me on the Lindsey Buckingham. Gotta run. See you, Rusty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to split in a few minutes here. And since it's my channel, that means it'll end. Thriller by Michael Jackson, says Colton.
You can just leave and keep it running. Brian and I'll have fun.
I think Thriller's like 2 or 3, but I think it's the Eagles' Greatest Hits, and then it's Thriller, and then it's a Fleetwood Mac album, I believe.
Mm.
But
according to this, it's Thriller.
Okay.
Thriller, Back in Black, The Dark Side of the Moon, Bodyguard.
Man, I was way off. The Bodyguard soundtrack?
The Bodyguard?
Well, it doesn't say soundtrack. It just says The Bodyguard. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I do love some
business.
early Whitney
all right,
Houston.
we're gonna believe Business Insider. Let's go with that one.
I feel like Billboard is gonna be.
Oh gosh, and of course it brings it all. Okay, well then I'll find Billboard. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, but let's just look at this. This one says, okay, this Business Insider. You might want to go with me with this one, Brian. Eagles' Greatest Hits is #1 according to Business Insider. Michael Jackson, Thriller, Eagles, Hotel California, AC/DC, Back in Black, and the Beatles, the White Album. Are the top 5 according to this. Billy Joel, Led Zeppelin.
I want to say Led Zeppelin 4. Led Zeppelin 4, I think. Is that it?
That's gotta be up
Led Zeppelin 4, yeah.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin 4 is the best
one. Garth Brooks.
Name an Australian band. Mikey
and Hootie and the Blowfish? Why? Oh, I'm confused. Somebody want to tell me why a Hootie and the Blowfish album is #10 ever?
I don't know.
Mikey is asking about an Australian band. Like the only thing I can think of is AC/DC, but they're New Zealand, right?
What's the band? What's the band that did the Beds Are Burning? You know what I'm talking about. Midnight
Oil.
Yeah, the song was Midnight Oil, but what's the name of the song?
No.
The band. I don't know.
That's the band, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I don't know. See, I'm failing.
Is AC/DC from Australia? I knew they were from, but I thought they were from like New Zealand or somewhere down there. But
I know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Midnight Oil is the name of the band.
Aren't they?
Yeah. Who is?
AC/DC's from Australia.
Yeah, they're from Australia. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Fine Young Cannibals, are they from Australia? Are they really? Yeah, Midnight Oil is the band. Okay, yeah.
Are there any Jeff Buckley fans in the chat?
Not over here.
No. Okay. Men at Work, yeah.
Men at Work, yeah. There you go, Men at Work.
Yeah, Andrew, I don't disagree, but I wouldn't have thought it would be the 10th most selling album of all. It said it sold 26 million.
What did?
Cracked Rearview Mirror from Hootie and the Blowfish. That just blows my mind.
That was popular. I remember in 1990.
I would
1995. It was Hootie. It was Counting Crows. It was the tail end of Nirvana and the tail end of Pearl Jam's initial kind of rise.
Men at Work. Yep, Men at Work is the other one I was trying to think of.
Oh, I didn't know Silverchair was from Australia.
Oh, they're
really Without Hats. I remember that band.
Yeah, isn't that You Can Dance If You Want to?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, that's right. Scab and Joe are starting live here soon, so we probably should wrap up soon.
Yeah, we already walked over Mattisfaction.
Yeah, we walked over Mattisfaction. He's going to throw rocks at me probably, but it's okay. We were doing a giveaway, man. It was important.
It was important.
And then we were just talking forever. The Dolphins make me cry.
Oh, Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, little Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, that was right around 95.
Yeah, people would be. Oh gosh, Andrew, I had a friend. Okay, little side story, and then we'll go. Well, unless you guys have a side story, and then we'll go. Whatever. I had a friend. So if you guys know, I've been doing for 32 years. I've been doing freelance sports television, And back in the day, we used to go anywhere, but they would make us drive. And so I've driven to New York for games, to Florida, to Alabama, to Mississippi, anywhere on this half of the United States for games. And in the mid 90s, one of my best friends was freaking out about Alanis Morissette's albums, and he always wanted to drive her first album. I swear to you that I've heard that album from top to bottom 5,000 times, and I literally cannot stand hearing Jagged Little Pill at all, because he just played it, and I'm like, and I would bring other CDs and say, here, play this, anything.
Yeah, any of the 90s Lilith Fair genre.
I'll be honest with you. I ended up getting that way with Pearl Jam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you sad? Yeah. You're sad now?
I got so tired of Pearl Jam.
Yeah, no. Oh, I thought you meant you listened to them all the time. I got you.
No.
That makes more sense.
Just for me, I'm saying Led Zeppelin, Pearl Jam are my top two, hands down, of all time. Stevie Ray Vaughan's up there. But I saw them live in 2010. It's like the only time they've been to Indiana in like the last 3 decades. So,
yep. I mean, it was a decent album, but he just was crazy about it. And so I asked him the other day, here we are 25 years later, do you still listen to that? And he's like, yeah, sometimes. I'm like, oh gosh.
Well, I say one of the podcasts, we just do some music trivia since we all have very different tastes, it seems. But
yeah, I'm all over the place though. But anymore, I don't know. It ends up being a lot of Dream Theater and stuff like that. Rush, yes.
The channel in my truck is always on Hair Nation.
Yep.
Okay, well then I'll stump you with this one. Who played piano on Miles Davis' "Kind of Blue"? Like one of the most iconic jazz albums of all time.
I got no clue.
Yeah, we're definitely stumped on jazz. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. All right. Anybody in the chat got that one?
All right, somebody answer it. I mean, look, Brian, none of us are going to argue that there was some decent Pearl Jam music.
Oh no! But trust me, it was great. It was great the first 5,000 times.
Yeah, it got played to death.
Close, Demon Knock. It's Bill Evans, but yeah,
Bob Evans, the guy from the restaurant. Eddie Van Halen. No.
But yeah, Pearl Jam 10 got played to death in the mid to late 90s. But yeah,
actually, my favorite, I guess, anything to do with Pearl Jam is Temple of the Dog.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. It doesn't get any better than Temple of the Dog. Oh, man. We can agree on that one.
I mean, you got you got Eddie Vedder and Chris Cornell.
Yeah.
You're pretty hard to go wrong.
You got Eddie Vedder, Chris Cornell. Who played drums?
Oh. I don't.
It wasn't me.
And then who played bass?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I was hoping you did.
But those two guys' voices together was amazing. It was great.
Chris Cornell had one of the best rock voices of all time. I mean, if you ask me, Chris Cornell, Jeff Buckley had some of the best rock voices of all time. But anyway, well, yeah.
Yep. I agree, Andrew.
And the original Journey singer.
See, and that's how
Perry,
I am.
Steve Perry.
Yeah. That's also how I am with even Rush, Andrew. I play a lot of the stuff that didn't get played to death on the radio. I do play some of the popular stuff, especially Subdivisions. It's one of my favorite songs. But anything the radio just beat to death and tried to kill you with, I try not to listen to too much, which might be the reason I like Dream Theater, because they don't get radio play anywhere. So
hey, G-Ball, what's up?
It doesn't ruin it. It doesn't ruin it for me.
Yeah. No, they don't.
Pretty Fly jumps out with Ugly Kid Joe. Yeah.
Didn't their album cover have a guy flipping you off on the cover? Wasn't that
I think so.
Ugly Kid Joe? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. Nobody's brought up Guns N' Roses yet. Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
Pretty epic rock album.
Oh yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. They definitely did something different.
Matt Cameron, the
Matt
Pearl
Cameron?
Jam drummer,
Okay.
was the drummer for Temple of the Dog.
All
and
right.
I'm assuming Pearl Jam's bass players, not Mac.
Okay, I see it. There's a comment in the chat. Can I share a proud dad moment?
Yeah, let's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say too, because I was about to say it. There you go.
Crispy Critter said Ronnie James Dio, right?
Right.
My oldest son comes home one day. He must have been 15 or 16. He come home one day. He was like almost distraught, and I was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Dad, Dio died."
No, it's not Stone Gossard. It's got to be Jeff Ament. Jeff Ament's the bass player.
When he came home and told me that Ronnie James Dio died, I knew I had raised him correctly.
Yep. You and I talked about that before. That is a proud dad moment for sure. My daughter listens to a lot of hard rock because of our relationship back all the way back. She's listened to it in the car, and so you would be surprised what she listens to. Although now suddenly she's on some weird Japanese and Korean music kick. I don't know where that came from, but
K-pop, bro.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. But yep. So all right. Well, I'm gonna need to wrap it up, Brian. This was really I'm super happy that you did this, man. Your winners are gonna be thrilled when they find out. Too bad they weren't in the chat. That would have been kind of cool, but
guess I didn't really think this one out, did I?
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
It's you know, when you have over 400 people and there was like 80 in the chat. That's just the way it happens. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, we can do another one another day that rewards the people in the chat. We do that. JB and I do that all the time. So and many others, not just us, but we're the ones here. So we definitely try on a regular basis to pat those chat people on the back for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Aerosmith, yeah. So but anyway, so we're gonna wrap it up. Brian, thank you so much. And JB, I am so glad that you had a night where you could actually do this.
Yeah, we appreciate you
not be at work and flying stuff through the air and whatever else. So
it's not often I get to take part in a lot of the week time chats, but
right. All right, guys. Well, we'll definitely do more music trivia later because this looks like this is a popular topic. So we definitely that is a podcast, but mark that down, Brian. And you know what we need to do?
What?
We need to do music trivia that relates to knives. Then we'll just be stuck with cuts like a knife. But anyway.
So in my other job, I'm an instructor and I teach and I use this app called Kahoot where we can share my screen and we can put up the trivia and then everybody in the chat can enter the code and punch in the answer.
We could do Kahoot. We could do Kahoot. Yeah, we do Kahoot in youth group a lot.
We could do a knife and music trivia.
Knife and music trivia. What is a loom fixer? No, just kidding.
What the F is a loom fixer?
We already know. All right. Well, by the way, if you don't know what a loom fixer is and you just got here, just go back in the live once it posts and you can find out. Everyone has definitely let us know. So thanks, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Everyone, so much.
If you're new here and you haven't checked out Big Red, which way do I point? BigRedEDC, check him out. If you haven't checked out Blue Creek Knives, definitely go check him out. And you're here, so you've already checked me out. So thank you. But thank you guys, and everybody have a great one. Thumbs up on your way out, comment, all that good stuff. And thanks for watching the Blue Creek 1000th order giveaway drawing live stream.
Thanks, guys.
Fun. I'm trying to end it. There we go.